Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style, and I am 2 for 3 in this 2012 season of champions. My favorite football team won the Super Bowl. My favorite basketball team won the NBA Finals. The Miami Heat defeated the Oklahoma City Thunder last night in Game 5 to win the NBA championship.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't like to gloat because I know there's a lot of Oklahoma fans, and I am. And they played an amazing game. They played an amazing series, but I have to say, having been a Miami resident for a while, and it's my second home, I'm very happy. MVP LeBron James earned his first NBA title as Miami beat Oklahoma City 121-106. I mean, they carried a good 20 to 25 point lead throughout most of the second half of the game. It's amazing. Yeah, amazing.
LeBron James, you know, he's super excited.
Super happy. Are you a fan of either team?
He said the happiest day of his life. Do I what?
Are you a fan of either team?
I don't watch as much NBA. I'm a big football person.
Right.
I don't watch as much baseball, but I am watching the college baseball right now really closely. Do you know what's happening?
No, what's happening?
My South Carolina Gamecocks. They are right now. They play Arkansas for the finals for the College World Series. They've won it 2 years in a row, going for the three-peat. We'll see what happens.
I'll wish you luck. I'll wish you luck in college, and I'll say in the World Series, I'll be hoping for those Yankees this year. So 3 for 3.
The real one. All right. Well. Back to the other story. One 6-year-old Oklahoma City boy, he didn't take that loss so well.
I just don't like the Thunder failing Miami. It's no fair.
Don't you like LeBron James? There he is.
I hate him. Who you to like, but I hate him.
Wow. Wow. That is a dedicated fan.
Oh my God. I can't talk.
Yes, the first grader plays basketball every day. His favorite player is Kevin Durant because he never gives up. So he's not giving up either.
All right, listen, it's okay, buddy. Our producer is feeling your pain. She just did the same thing to me in the office.
I hate you.
Oh, because she's Oklahoma.
She's Oklahoma, and you know what?
About it, so you guys,
and you know what? It's hard because we're friends, and we're on the same show, so you want to be like excited together. But I do feel bad because, like I said, they did play a great series. They gave them a great game. Last night, though, Miami did really prove why they should win that game in particular because they really did well. And speaking of more games, and sports,
10-year-old Belen boy's little league season was cut short when police say 2 guys broke into his home and then shot him in the arm.
Yes, but tomorrow, Cameron Chavez has a big surprise waiting for him because he's going to be a special guest at the Isotopes game against the Nashville Sounds. So cool.
Right, Cameron's going to get to watch batting practice and the game, and he'll also get to throw out the first pitch. I think that's so awesome what the Isotopes are going to do for him. I mean, he was trying to protect his mom when that happened, you know, and you feel so bad for him, but at least a happy ending.
Showing really good character at a young age. He deserves a little reward for that. And in the meantime, let's check in with our KRQE News 13 anchor, Elizabeth Alvarez, who's got some more on the fire situations and what's happening in the news. Hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, good morning, ladies. Happy Friday. Yay, Cameron. He definitely deserves that little recognition at the Isotopes game, so good for him. All right, topping your morning news headlines this Friday morning. A man accused of raping a little girl years ago is back in jail this morning. Police say he violated the conditions of his house arrest. An emergency hearing is scheduled to review Chris Garcia's case and house arrest this morning. Cops say Garcia recently asked his neighbors some creepy questions about their children. Here's what one of those parents who did not want to show her face tells us.
He asked me where my daughter slept, and I thought that was creepy at the time.
Well, Garcia has basically flown under the radar for years since his arrest back in 2008 when police say he raped a young girl he was babysitting at a park. His case has dragged on. He is still waiting to be tried for that crime, and since he has not been convicted, he's never had to really register as a sex offender, and that is why his neighbors really don't know what the situation is with him. Today, we should know if the state government workers might have to pay more into their retirement and get less back from it. The Public Employees Retirement Association is considering cutting benefits by lowering the cost of living adjustment every year and changing the starting amount. The board is set to vote on the new plans later today. If they are approved, they go to the legislature for approval in January. More jobs are being cut at Los Alamos National Labs. The lab director sent a memo out yesterday saying LANL will cut 80 contractors. More than 550 workers took voluntary buyouts in March because of federal budget cuts. 60 other employees were laid off back in April. The state of New Mexico is getting ready to release the A through F grades for more than 800 public schools, despite calls for the rating system to be improved. Democratic State Senator Howie Morales of Silver City says the system needs to be reworked so that it can be easier to understand. He is also questioning the accuracy and the fairness of the ratings. A preliminary round of grades were released in January by the state's public education department. A spokesman tells us the grades will not be delayed and should be released in less than a month. The Romero fire is a good reminder for us all how quickly a fire can start in the Bosque. Over the past decade, there have been an aggressive effort to thin the endangered areas. Here's News 13's Amanda Goodman with how that is going.
It's an all too familiar sight, the Bosque burning. Yesterday's Romero fire flared up in the Corrales Bosque Preserve.
Probably the biggest reason this didn't spread is because of the people that got on it right away and what was done to contain the fire and keep it from spreading.
The Mid-Rio Grande Conservancy District admits this stretch of the Bosque on the Corrales side of the river is thick with trees and dried down fuels. But they say that's how the people of Corrales like their Bosque in its wild, natural state.
There is an inherent danger, and they know that, and that's okay. As long as everyone understands what's there.
Albuquerque's Bosque used to be like that until the massive fire of 2003 created both fear and awareness. Once the flames were out, the Conservancy and the city agreed thinning and rehabilitating was a top priority. So when fire broke out on the Albuquerque Bosque near Bridge Boulevard last weekend, it didn't do nearly as much damage.
It still burned, but it was a different burn. It was kind of spotty and not it's not this wholesale moonscape look that you get with some fires.
The Conservancy District says thinning is an ongoing process, but only in areas where communities want it, like this small stretch near the Alameda Bridge that the Corrales Council did approve. But the Conservancy District knows some areas will never be thinned like Albuquerque's Bosque because other communities don't want that.
That's not what these people enjoy. That's not what they want. That's not the area they're looking for, so we work with them.
Amanda Goodman, KRQE News 13.
The district has started a $25 million revitalization project in the Albuquerque area Bosque. That includes everything from thinning to picnic areas and even adjusting those boat docks. And that wraps it up for your Friday morning headlines. Be sure to watch Matt Morrow, Kristen Van Dyke, and me every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, going to send it back to you. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, Elizabeth.
Thank you. You guys too.
Well, we've been keeping a close eye on the weather because of the fires and the catastrophic wildfires that have already burned nearly 400,000 acres in New Mexico are a reminder that when disaster strikes, the Red Cross is there.
Isn't that the best? And now you can help the Red Cross save lives at the Links for Lives golf tournament that's taking place Monday at Tanawan Country Club.
Yeah, and for all the details on that, you can jot down these phone numbers on the screen or visit redcrossnewmexico.org. The weather is going to be fantastic for it.
Oh, good, yeah.
As it looks right now, so make sure you get in on that.
Sounds good. Just sunscreen and water is necessary, right?
Lots of water.
Now, another really good cause, the Wild Spirit Wolf Sanctuary, which provides a permanent, safe sanctuary for abused and abandoned captive-bred wolves and wolf dogs. And the sanctuary is actually having its first ever fundraiser, and that's taking place tomorrow night from 6 to 11 at Hotel Albuquerque. And Face to Fox, Elias Gallegos, and myself will be emceeing the event. So, it should be really good.
Very good stuff. Wild Spirit focuses its efforts on education, outreach, and these animal service ambassadors visiting schools and offering New Mexicans the opportunity to get up close and personal with a wolf.
Yeah, and you know, these programs, along with boarding the wolves, really cost a lot of money. You're not going to believe this. About $25,000 a month.
Wow.
Yeah, and the proceeds from this event will actually help the sanctuary keep up that good work that it does. So it's a really wonderful cause. I'm excited about that. And for event and ticket information, just visit wildspiritwolfsanctuary.org. So
yeah, lots going on this weekend. I did want to quickly mention Ryan McGarvey CD release party tonight in Santa Fe. Santa Fe Soul at 8 o'clock. We had him on our show. He's awesome.
So
check it out. Definitely worth it.
New CD, Redefined. Definitely check it out. It's great. And I think we're mentioned in the CD, I think. Somewhere in there, so we appreciate that, Mr. McGarvey. Thank you. Now, although some people can't beat the heat, you can beat the heat at the theater this weekend.
That's right. Fox's Ashley Dvorkin takes a look at what's new in theaters.
Dropping an axe on your typical adventure flick, Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter mashes together supernatural thriller with historical action as our 16th president fights to save the U.S. from the undead. The R-rated 3D flick has Tim Burton behind it as producer, and Benjamin Walker stars as Honest Abe. Fighting a more family-friendly battle is the young princess who takes aim at tradition in Pixar's animated Brave. Set in Scotland, the tale follows a new little hero, voiced by Kelly MacDonald, as she battles what's expected of her and accidentally wishes for a spell to change her mother into a bear. Then she must use her courage to undo the chaos that unfolds.
Hi, welcome to Francie's, where everyone's your friend.
Putting a spin on apocalyptic drama, Steve Carell and Keira Knightley find humor and companionship as an unstoppable asteroid heads towards Earth in Seeking a Friend for the End of the World.
She's something, isn't she?
Following up on his Oscar-nominated film Midnight in Paris, Woody Allen brings the limited release To Rome with Love, co-starring Alec Baldwin, Jesse Eisenberg, Ellen Page, and Penelope Cruz.
Good game face.
But to be king of the box office, they all must take on Alex the Lion, Marty the Zebra, and their new circus friends, as Madagascar 3, Europe's Most Wanted, hopes to stay on top for its 4th week in a row. In New York, Ashley Dvorkin, Fox News.
Cute movies out this weekend. I still want to see Rock of Ages desperately.
Me too. That's a good one.
Well, yeah, last night something we saw that the whole state was cheering about was the rain.
Oh, we saw a lot of that in the Albuquerque area. Almost a half an inch in Albuquerque at the Sunport last night. Of course, lots of lightning too. I have a picture of some of that lightning, courtesy David Aragon. He shot this really cool shot of some of the thunderstorms over Las Lunas.